Okay. Well, I always start my videos like that. So, I know that it's really early. I mean, not that early, but it's a little early. Forgive me because I'm nervous, I'm gonna be honest. On this thing with God, where I'm fixing my vulnerability. So sometimes I get nervous when I speak to people, and that's just because of what the enemy had me going through in trauma training when I was younger, and just making me not really like people or whatever. Fault of myself, fault of them. But yeah, so now I'm just trying to be vulnerable and, humble, humility. But so I want to tell y'all something, right? Because when I come on here and when I speak, it's stuff that I've been through and stuff that I went through. So I would never come on here and speak about anything that I'm not going through and feel that God is like really purging me from it. Or that I didn't go through myself. But I feel like I believe that a lot of people have a problem with vulnerability and opening up and just really letting people see who you truly are, and not the person that you appear to be. Not the survival mode character that you had to put on. Because a lot of times when we go through hurt and pain and trauma, we go through those things by ourselves. Unless you have like a really good support system that's there. And a lot of times we do have a good support system, but we don't always use our support system. We don't always use our resources. A lot of times when we go through things, we feel like we're going through them alone, and our problems feel so magnified and glorified that we don't understand that there is other people that could be going through the same things that we're going through, right? But when you're young, you don't really think like that. You turn to everything else for comfort. You turn to drugs. You turn to alcohol. You turn to pills. I know that those are drugs, but I'm just naming some stuff that we may turn to, to ease the pain that's going on inside, or even to silence our minds, right? That used to be me. I used to do that. Now, I didn't know if I was doing it per se to silence my mind. A lot of times, it would be times I'm sad, whether it be relationships, friendships, whatever I'm going through. It would be times I'll be sad, and I feel like, okay, I want to go turn up. I want to go to a club. I want to drink. I want to smoke. Like, those are the feelings that I felt, because I felt like that would make me happy. Like, I found happiness in those things. I found happiness in not sitting with myself and just being honest with myself and saying with myself, okay, why do I feel this way? Like, what's going on? And healing those wounds one by one. So I say all of that to say, right, when I came to God and I accepted him as my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, my life has been all over the place, right? Spiraling up and down, backsliding, coming back. I feel like right now is just the most peaceful, most content, most straight, narrow path that I have been on my walk with God. And I started my walk with God, I want to say last year. I want to say June, I think. Last year, June. So far it's been 1 year. A little longer than a year that I've been. Sorry, somebody was calling me, and I hope they don't call me again. But it's been 1 year since I've been fully walking with him, right? So, okay, enough about me. Let me tell you about God, right? So I just say that to say, when I first came to him, the love, y'all, he was just purging my heart. He was showing me why my heart was hardened toward him. Because your heart could be hardened toward even God. When you have a lot of trauma, or when you're not humble, when you don't come to him with the spirit of humility, and that's what he calls us when we come to him, be humble. And it's not going to be easy. When you first come to him, just come, or he just wants you to come. But what I'm saying is, like, I had to learn to humble myself. I had to learn to be vulnerable for God, because I was not vulnerable for people. I would put on a persona of what I wanted them to see. I didn't want them to see me, for real. I didn't want them to see my traumas, the things that I've been through, my hurt, my pain, I didn't really want them to see that. Even my goofiness, my personality, me. Like, I didn't really want nobody to see that. It was hard for me to shut it. I was came off as shy because I built this wall up for so long, because I've basically healed myself through so much stuff. And my mother had to tell me, she said, like, give yourself grace. Like, you've been through some things and you've healed yourself. You've had to not so much heal yourself, because I didn't really heal it, but I kind of just subsided those feelings. But I've been through things, and I've always put it to the back of my mind, and I never had a positive outlook on how to heal the things that I've been through, right? So when I came to God, he started to prompt me to forgive people. I started texting the people that hurt me, that I've hurt. I've asked for forgiveness. I've asked, I've tried to forgive them. I told them that I forgive them. And, you may say it, but you don't really feel it in your heart. And God knows all, right? And you may not even really know. But God will continue to speak to you and talk to you as soon as, especially if you're desiring him and you're staying in his presence. He will only meet you. Like, he will continue to talk to you and meet you where you are and show you things in dreams. He showed me things in dreams and just things like that. And just really prompted me to forgive and let go of some of that hurt. And I didn't realize that's what heals you. That's what heals your vulnerability. Like, coming to God and really just talking to him about everything that you've been through. That's what heals your vulnerability. And he wants to listen. Like, you don't have to come to him fancy. You can just come to him broken. And I had to realize that, because a lot of times, even if I was sinning or if I was doing something, I would come to him like I was fixed. I would be like, or I would do, what Adam and Eve did. Hi, I don't really want to talk to God. I don't feel worthy. I feel like I did something wrong, whatever the case may be, right? Instead of just coming to him and talking to him and saying, like, Lord, I'm feeling these ways. I'm doing these things. Help me. Fix me. Like, coming to him with a humble humility type of look, right, on the situation. So, like I say, I'm nervous. So, I haven't been on here in a while, but I got videos and notes and stuff for these, but I just haven't really posted it. But yeah, so, I just want to encourage y'all, right, that when you come to God, just be yourself, be humble, just be vulnerable. Like, literally tell him everything that you feel. It doesn't matter what it is. Go and talk to him and just let it all out. Like, just let your shoulders down, let your hair down. Nobody cares. Like, you are in that room with him. Even praise and worship was a breakthrough for me. Like, I just was in this house singing, dancing, praising, worshiping. Like, that's also a breakthrough, because, like, you just feel his spirit. You feel him just, like, going all throughout your body, just filling you up with the best peace and joy that you can ever feel. And that feeling is, I really hope it's not messing up my video, but that feeling is way more than any peace and any joy that you can ever feel, right? And I had a bad anxious attachment issue to people. I clinged onto people because I had and I'm still going through the process. I'm still going through it, but I had like abandonment issues, just feeling like, I didn't want people to leave me, and then, like, once I really started to come to God and realize that God is really all I need. Not saying that God doesn't call us to people, because, he says it's not good for man to be alone, but the right people for you, the people that is going to bring you closer to him, the people that is going to help you heal, not draw you nearer from him. Because if they're drawing you further away from him, they're not the right people for you, because God is only calling you to be your higher self and to go out and to help other people and to talk to other people and to show other people that they're not alone. So no, we are not meant to be alone. I don't feel like God will put billions and billions of people on this earth, low-key overpopulate the earth, if he wanted us to be alone, if he wanted us to go through this walk alone. So at first it may seem like that, but in that time, I'm just telling y'all, I'm encouraging y'all, because I wish somebody told me, be vulnerable, because he already knows. He already knows. And he will start to show you things about yourself that you don't even know. So if he's doing that, trust and believe, he already knows. So that's all I wanted to say, y'all. I just pray. Okay, it's almost done. But I pray that when you guys go and you talk to God, you will be vulnerable with him, and you will let him see all of your flaws and your worries and your traumas, and that you'll just allow him to heal you, and just understand that he loves you more